Today, we're thrilled to announce a leap in data analytics that will transform how organizations leverage their investment in data lakes to build applications. SingleStore's Iceberg integration brings together the best of both worlds: scalability and interoperability of data lakes with the performance of a world class millisecond scale database. First, let's talk about SingleStore's high performance speed layer for Iceberg. This feature enables organizations to power millisecond latency analytics directly on petabyte scale data lakes. The traditional approach to moving data at scale between slow analytics and performant databases required complex ETL and moving terabytes of data before analysis. Those days are over. With Single Store, you can now bring your data lake to life, fueling modern applications that demand high concurrency and low latency. There's no need to wait for lengthy batch jobs. Query data directly where it lives with full SQL support, dramatically reducing the time to insight and simplifying your architecture. So let's see it in action. We've already done the admin security setup, and we're going to connect an existing Iceberg table, in this case mastered by Snowflake, containing customer quotes data. With the simple external catalog create statement, we're going to go ahead and tie in the access credentials. Of course, this only needs to be done once for your entire data lake. Now, in one line, we're going to set up our external table, which is based on quotes. And we can see that we have access to this instantly. I'm going to just run a quick count star, and then we'll look at a limited amount of rows just to get a good feel for what this data is. As you can see, with no setup, here we are interacting directly with this table. Now, for your most latency sensitive workloads, SingleStore lets you designate specific parts of your data lake for fastest access, optimizing it in our high speed engine for sub-second queries. Behind the scenes, we're able to keep your data up to date in SingleStore's trademark millisecond latency. With 9.0, we allow customers to select only subsets of their large data lakes to become that high speed layer. So let's take a look at what that looks like. And of course, we'll go ahead and double check the select count. And let's take a quick look at our data. How is this used? One of our early adopters has taken advantage of this capability to move data from Snowflake into Iceberg to power their mobile application with a reach of over 1 million customers. A company that has data streaming from IoT devices and an application where they can communicate to their residential customers if their product is in need of maintenance and why they think it might need attention. Ultimately, this delivers a world class data powered application experience to their customers and demonstrates their value of their product. Our second feature makes it incredibly easy to export data to Apache Iceberg, turning operational insights into durable, shareable analytics assets. With built-in support for incremental export to Iceberg data lakes, you can continuously push new data into Iceberg tables, always keeping them up to date for your entire organization. Write directly to cloud object storage without complex pipelines, enabling seamless data sharing across engines and ensuring your freshest data is ready for long-term analytics. This bidirectional flow between SingleStore and Iceberg means that your architecture becomes more flexible and more powerful. So let's switch back to our demo and see how simple this is. From our previous demo, we have customer and quotes data in SingleStore. Let's do an analysis of the data about our customers and then export it back into our Iceberg database. With just a few clicks, we can configure an incremental export into Iceberg table and cloud storage. By default, this is going to update every hour, optimizing between data freshness and file size for reading optimization. And that's really it. It's no custom ETL, No complex workflows. The data is now available in standard Iceberg format, ready to be consumed by any compatible analytics engine. One exciting use case we've already seen in production is sharing the output of AI functions with customers and Snowflake accounts. A MarTech company is using SingleStore to run real-time risk models with embedded AI, and then automatically exporting those insights to Iceberg tables that their customers can access via Snowflake. They're able to replace clunky CSV shares with an easy, always up-to-date data solution. With these two powerful capabilities, high performance read access and seamless export to Iceberg, SingleStore creates a bridge between operational and analytical workloads that is previously impossible to achieve. We invite you to try SingleStore's Iceberg integrations today. Check out the forum at the end of the session to sign up. Thank you for joining us for this announcement, and we can't wait to see what you'll build with these new capabilities. We're excited to bring in Hubert from Confluent to discuss our third major upsert around Iceberg and data lakes, which is our integration with Confluent Table Flow. Hubert, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what this means for our customers.
Thanks, Andrew, for having me. TableFlow is Confluent's solution for simplifying how streaming data moves into tables. It creates a bridge between event streams and the tabular formats that analytic tools expect, making it easier to build data pipelines into platforms like Apache Iceberg.
What's cool is we now have two types of integrations with Confluent Kafka that work seamlessly with our Iceberg capabilities. Through our Kafka pipelines, we can ingest real-time streaming data while simultaneously accessing cleaned batch-ready data from Iceberg tables. These tables are managed through a data flow process using Confluent Table Flow, creating a comprehensive data architecture that handles both streaming and batch workloads. Let's look at how this works in practice with the demo.
Here we have a stream of customer interaction data flowing through Confluent Cloud. With TableFlow, we're automatically converting these events into Iceberg tables in your data lake. No custom code, no complex compaction, or other data optimization techniques, just simple configuration.
And this is where single store's integration becomes powerful. For data that needs real-time processing, we can directly ingest from Kafka streams. Take, for example, this clickstream data topic. But for a second integration pattern, which is what many of our customers are excited about, we leverage our Iceberg read capability to access the data that TableFlow is already organized in the data lake. In this example, it's great for a dimension table like users.
This is where we see the unified architecture coming together. Events flow through Kafka, are organized by TableFlow into Iceberg tables, and then SingleStore provides high performance query capabilities on top of that data.
Let me show you what this looks like in a real world scenario. Here we have a query calculating the most engaged users by region, updating every millisecond. The data originates from Kafka streams, gets organized by Tableflow into our Iceberg data lake, and SingleStore caches the relevant portions for high concurrency, low latency access.
This integration pattern is ideal for organizations that need both the benefits of a scalable data lake and the performance of a high speed database. Financial service firms are using this for real time risk analytics, retailers for inventory optimization, and media companies for content recommendation engines.
What's powerful is that this unified approach simplifies the entire data architecture. You get the benefits of event streaming, the organization and scale of a data lake, and the performance of single store, all working together seamlessly.